I'm Electric.
BritSmash!
And welcome back
to Black Lightning.
So before we begin, some explanation upon our mini reaction absence, I'd call it.
Well, we had planned to react, soon. But, for those of you guys who don't follow my Twitter, or if you do, it's okay. I had to go to the hospital during our live stream with FR.
Which is another reason why we were all booked up the other day.
I didn't know how to explain it. I wasn't okay, and then we went to the hospital. Alex drove me, and found out I have vertigo. Those of you guys who don't know, it's a chemical imbalance in your brain. It's pretty much what it's the part where your brain tells your eyes where you're at in the world, and if one side is off balance than the other, it causes a sensation like it's stupid to just call it dizziness because it's more than that. It's basically the world is spinning, as a mild term to put it, but it's basically your brain doesn't know where you're at, so it's trying to continuously readjust and connect with your eyes and where you're at. And the adjustment of that is what causes the dizziness, and sometimes it causes nausea. So if I don't move a lot, that's why I didn't jump in. But if I don't move a lot, that's why. Or if I space out, it's something that's gonna be around for I think a few days. They said, but if they said if it doesn't go away in a few days, at least a week at max, I have to go back to the hospital. So there's that we're dealing with.
Yes. And that.
And Peter. But I wanted to watch these shows because I'm the kind of person that I don't like to sit still. I need to always be doing something. I hate not doing anything because then I feel unproductive and lazy. But then everyone's like, no, you should rest. I'm like, but there's so much I could do. All this free time, there's so much I can do. It's my irrational thinking. But it's fine, I'm working on it. I took a good nap today. I did. I took a good long nap from 4 to 7.
So, we're going to get back into Black Lightning from here after those events have taken place.
Yep.
So, shall we jump into it?
Yes, this is Black Lightning.
Season 1.
Episode 6.
3 sevens. The Book of Thunder.
The Book of Thunder.
4 zap!
What's wrong? Everybody be safe, heads on the swivel, let's do this. We got him.
Hoping for something, I know I won't see it, I know that it's coming on.
Oh shit!
But what do you do when there's
I like those shoes, I never noticed those shoes.
no one alone in my business?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Oh!
Come on. I thought he was about to get caught.
Then you got that tip, son?
I didn't.
JT?
He's here in Freeland, so what do you expect me to do?
I don't give a damn, Jefferson. Your father is dead.
I can understand where she's coming from, but that father thing, come on, that's a little low. You're telling me no one else would get a chance if they ran into the person who killed their father? You wouldn't take that chance?
Even Oliver was like, Barry, you did the timeline for Save Your Parents. I can't say that I wouldn't do the exact same thing. Any show, your parents took you back.
Everyone I've seen so far, everyone has done the same thing. Everyone has tried. Cisco tried to save his brother.
Probably a southern icon or something. Is that it?
But it's lit up like a Christmas tree. You ever seen scan like this before? No.
It's similar to what...
Yep, she's about to show us.
So is he on green light?
Was he slip some?
Oh shit. Fuck, he's on the phone. He's working with Tobias.
One cop to see your color instead of your humanity and decide better dead than sorry. Look, you are a black woman. You don't have the luxury of being naive.
I know. You have said that 1,000 times.
Okay, then hear it.
Okay.
And I will stop saying it.
Okay.
And he looks in the mirror oh. So he's starting to understand her point, maybe. Lynn's, but at the same time, it's like,
So, biologically,
All I can see in my future is struggling to help him get around. You know, standing with him on the sidelines instead of actually being on the dance floor. I'm awful for that.
no.
you're human.
Listen, you're human
Nice.
with a hard choice to make.
How's your head
Oh
now?
shit, she's gonna think, oh damn, because like his brain's
So far, so
getting.
good. Your powers are largely neurological. If Toledo's around, Tobias is holding his leash. I
'Cause
feel
he
like every
knows.
time I bring up Tobias to you, I get resistance. Yeah, you're acting like you don't even want me to catch him.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? I'm gonna take him out. Period.
Still feel sympathy for. I knew that was gonna catch up to him.
Good morning.
You know what? You and Jeff chose this, not me. Leave me out of it.
Lynn.
I have work to do.
But is the research assistant gonna see him on the way out? Connect some nuts.
Because like he probably is working for Tobias.
It was real shady.
Yep.
How he was looking at it. But I guess not. No.
Eye issues are a concern, and they suffer from a much higher incidence of psoriasis and skin cancer, so regular screenings are a must. Albinism is a complex disorder.
You did? I couldn't hear that well. I just knew you didn't like being the mistress. Your father never cheated on me, Anissa. Mom, Dad is married to saving the world. You didn't like coming in second. I get it. I feel the same calling.
You don't know how right you are. What is it you're not telling me?
Oh no.
Yikes.
Take a look at this as soon as I can.
Great.
Thank you, Mom.
Sure.
She's like, oh shit, my daughter's having powers too now.
Yeah, right? She's like Jefferson.
Is that Jefferson? He's younger.
It's gotta be.
Oh no. He don't want to keep it that way. Their relationship is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
It's not quite second father, but it's more than just mentor and student. Okay, that was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Who's there? He knows where my kids go to school. Please, don't hurt me. I have to treat him. I don't have a choice.
Whoa. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna help you.
Nothing better happened to this guy's family.
Take a look at this.
Oh.
Cyberbullying, really? No offense. Jennifer's a lot of things, but she doesn't deserve cyberbullying. No one does.
But sometimes, when one black person gets ahead, another feels like it ruins their chances, so they lash out. It's called crabs in a barrel.
Saying that black people need to stop with the good hair, bad hair, light skin, dark skin stuff.
But it's the clear comments that bother you.
Be united.
Okay, I'll get into that. Like her breaking up. Okay, let's get into that.
This counter-protest began calling for the preservation of all history, drove his car into a crowd of students, killing 19-year-old Katie Smith.
My goodness.
Definitely.
They're both doing it like super discreet, but still like, hey, black link. Is this an homage to what she looked like in the comics or something?
I think so. Shit.
Oh, she's gonna tell her mom finally.
Is he gonna do it?
Yeah.
just to protect the family, though. Just warning you.
Just letting you know.
You can see,
You can't be if you let the air out of your soul. And that's exactly what will happen if you commit murder, Jeff. Not a murderer.
What was that?
Someone's breaking in. They're coming this way.
Oh, she's...
Get on the floor! Get on the damn floor!
nice.
Didn't it go through her suit, though?
What?
Let her go.
Holy shit.
No, it's Dad!
Shit!
That's your papa!
And you don't know that's your papa, and then you don't know that's your daughter, and oh my god! Oh, that's right, she's breathing.
Oh! That's your own daughter. What about the guy's family? You weren't there, like you said you would be.
What you do? She has powers, Jeff.
And now they're all gonna look at Jennifer like, yeah, Jennifer, do you have powers?
You will know strength. Be strength and believe me.
Hello, Evelyn.
Peter Gamby. How did you get past all my security?
Oh, shit. Don't end it, please.
Fuck,
That's so good.
That's so cool.
Honestly, I didn't think that she would find out this early. Honestly, I didn't think that she would find out this early.
Same, and just like, oh, the fact that he's just standing there in full, God, that's crazy.
I think that was so... The fact that she goes in, she saves her mom, and her mom's like, holy shit, like, I knew,
Yeah.
like, oh my god, and then Black Lightning shows up and sees her, and it's just like, get away from her, like, oh my god, wait, no, this is your daughter, she can't stand me,
Yeah.
and then she starts fighting him, he starts fighting her, and it's just like, oh my god, that's such, honestly, genius writing.
No, it was awesome. It was
I feel like it's been done before, but
yeah.
I still appreciate it.
No, it was really cool, and I honestly really appreciate that reveal, but we don't get to delve into it until next episode. It was still awesome.
Her initial reaction, and then you got Jennifer. Okay, so one thing I want to point it out, and I think it's important. Jennifer... One sec. Okay. I'm okay. So... Actually, I need to lay back. So Jennifer, she is going through a tough time. I don't know what people think of Jennifer. I haven't really seen any reviews, but, like... I feel like this is important. When it comes to supporting someone who's injured or has to deal with things that aren't quote-unquote normal. Obviously, there is no definition of normal. It's, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a question that everyone deals with. Like, for example, there are certain kinds of people who have the strength to help people, for example, who have special needs. It doesn't make you a bad person if you can't be there to help them to their best ability.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and the fact that to have something happen to somebody that you care about, and for them to be different and not being able to do the same things, it does put things into perspective because you want to be able to live your life and do,
Yeah.
especially when you're that young, active things, and to have somebody be like unable to do those things, and then you worry because you think people will look down upon you for leaving somebody in their time of need. But people can be more understanding than that.
Yeah.
We can only hope that they can understand that this is not what you asked for. Of course, obviously they didn't, but
And on the outside looking in, yes, it can look bad. That's totally fine. Like, for some reason, I thought of Fault in Our Stars. You know, when that one character, Nat Wolf,
Nat Wolf.
Nat Wolf,
Nat Wolf, yeah.
Nat Wolf, his character when he goes blind officially,
His girlfriend just
and
leaves
his
him.
girlfriend leaves him.
Yep.
It's like, yes, that's pretty fucked up. You know, that's pretty fucked up to leave him. Like, if you promise to be there after everything.
And
However,
just
she
like-
didn't promise really anything. And, like, it just happened, and she tried her best to be there, you know, and it's hard, so I don't really blame her. You know, some people, like, especially when they're that young and if something like that happens, either you can do it or you can't. But whether you can and can't, that doesn't make you a bad person, it makes you human. And I think Jennifer tried her best. Even after, like, you know, she's like, oh, I quit the track team for you. Cool. Didn't mention anything after it. It's like, but I'm doing all this to help you, and you're not doing anything. I'm trying to text you, trying to, like, help you, and you're not even helping me. It's like, it's not helping her with her decision to be like, I don't know if I can do this.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Specifically in her situation. But I like the different topics that they're talking about. You know? And I think that was good that they touched base on that for Khalil and Jennifer and her growth.
It is a difficult subject that is not often represented by TV. So to see such a complicated issue be covered is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then fucking, right? What is Gamby's thing?
I don't know. He used
What's
to work
going
with
on?
them, or like he has this sort of agreement, like leave the Pierce family alone. It's like, what the fuck did you do? Like I told you, like he's shady as fuck.
It's pretty shady.
He's protecting Tobias, and it's really not good.
Well, he's protecting Tobias so that Black Lightning doesn't go after him, because if Black Lightning goes after him, they'll make the assumption that Gamby gave him that information, which will then render the Pierce family vulnerable.
Yep.
That is the dilemma, which is quite a dilemma that
It's
you
an
got yourself
interesting
into.
catch-22.
Exactly.
Oh, question. What was that statue that they were destroying with the red paint?
It's not. I don't think Freeland's an actual city, to my knowledge.
I don't think so either. I think it's a
probably
made-up
just
city.
it's probably like a southern general.
You know, like Metropolis.
Yeah, a southern general. You know, there's two sides. You know, our history, we should never forget it.
But it shouldn't
Define us.
define us in the way, like,
It was the same thing on Riverdale, wasn't it?
yeah,
It's the same issue.
CW, you're circling around your issues. I think they do a lot of symbolism. You know, there's two sides. Like, that girl was killed because of that protest, like, when they said the white supremacists were, like, counteracting the other, like, thing.
Yeah.
And this might get real world. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I think it's horrible what our history was. However, I don't think there's anything we can do about it except change for the better, not keep attacking for history that we weren't even alive or around to be part of. You know, we're hating people and we're hating on each other for something that we didn't have any say-so on. And to be honest, I wish I could go back and change the way things happen with slavery and women oppression.
Well, yeah.
But I can't. We don't have time machines yet. And so, I know I'm playing it off as a joke, but I'm being serious. Like, the only thing we can do is honestly just keep loving each other and keep showing people respect and move forward in a healthy way. And I think it's horrible, some of the things that are happening to people, and just, they don't deserve it just because of the color of their skin. Like, when, oh my god, I blinked on his name. Jefferson was talking to Anissa, and then he's like, all it takes is, like, he's like, you don't have that luxury of, like, because of the color of your skin, like, someone can, you're holding this squirt gun that looks like a real gun, and all it takes is one person to panic. It's like, better safe than sorry. You know? I don't, it's such a sensitive topic, but like, it's not fair. And I wish that changed. That's it.
I think that just nobody wants to understand or listen to anybody. And that's what gets us to where we are. People want to frame the other side as monsters, and that makes them sleep better at night. They're the good guys. They don't want to understand because that will cause, problems. Like, they don't want to question their own ideals. They want to be solid in who they are, and so the only way is to demonize the other side.
Yep.
So, and that goes for both sides. It's not directed towards any side. I've seen it happen on both sides of the spectrum.
People don't listen to understand; they listen to counter nowadays.
Well, they don't have patience to listen to people, and they're never gonna get back.
I want to, because I believe there's people like us in the world who just wants to live peacefully and just like no more arguing over like race or color, and no suppressing people by any.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't go back. There's only one place we can go from here.
Forward. Sorry, I mean like go forward to where people can respect each other, and it has nothing to do with whatever your sexual orientation or your gender or your race. It's just people treat each other like human beings, and people actually work to understand each other. And I think the show does a well job on showing both sides. I think they're not attacking anyone, they're just telling it how it is from that perspective and from their perspective, and I think the way they handle it is really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I think this is another instance, like, it was funny. I think, he's in Lord of the Rings, he's in Captain America, Civil War, Black Panther.
You knew
Everett Ross.
Bilbo Baggins, sorry.
Yeah, we both know his names in the movies.
Yeah.
Bilbo Baggins and Everett Ross in the MCU. I think he was asked, what is it like being on a set with a bunch of, like, with
African Americans?
Black people. And he said, well, what is it different from when there's a black person on the set with a bunch of white people? It's not different. It's just...
some people, not all, some people like to make it a huger deal. It's like, oh my god, you have a Mexican on the show, what the hell? And it's like, how is that different? Like, is it weird? I'm like, they're a person.
Yeah, so...
We're people, we all human, we all have hearts, we all have brains, we all have minds, we have souls. That's all that should matter.
Yes. So, to kind of get the perspective of this family, and having even the albino, which we talked about in a previous episode because it was highlighted, but just getting a different perspective, that can help you understand things better.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
I like how this show inspires, at least I know for a fact it inspires me and Alex to hopefully use our channel as a platform to say, like, hey, this is a safe space where we don't judge you based on gender, age, race, sexual orientation. You guys are safe here. And I feel like we just need to, we don't judge anyone by that. We judge you on your actions and how you are as a person. And I'd like to think that everyone would want that same thing.
I think it's that if you respect other people and you just don't attack people out of nowhere or attack somebody's ideas out of nowhere, and if you just like understand it first and don't automatically like lash out for something,
the world would be better.
I don't know.
I know we kind of got into it. I'm a little loopy. The chemicals in my brain.
Okay.
They're thrown off a bit. Sorry, got a little deep there, but I just want everyone to be respected, and no one should be felt like they're lesser than another person just because of what color their skin is or what race they are. I get enough of that, and I'm half Mexican. But, you know, just work hard. Everyone needs to work to a better, work, as Alex said, work forward to a better place where everyone just works to listen, to understand, not listen to attack. Let's drop the history, as fucked up as it is, and move forward. Because again, we weren't even alive to influence it.
Yes. Alright, so thank you for those of you that have stuck with us through this entire reaction. And please get ready for the next one.
Yeah, and if you guys are wondering, we have our Patreon where you could see this episode in its full entirety, uncut, no editing whatsoever. And by the time you watch this on YouTube, we have the next episode available for you. We're at least, when we do reactions on Patreon, we are at least one episode ahead. It could be more, but we at least have for sure the 7th episode ready for you to watch on Patreon, full and uncut.
Absolutely. And if you want to check it out, see something else you like, feel free. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we are set to go.
Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.